Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the rule well and teach well. Salutations, Taught Akim, expressing his truth, and our honesty and sincerity, cause for because of the earth, Shalom. All right, this is the brother Ramla coming at you with a quick video. All right, I'm going to title it, Conquer the Flesh. All right, that's what we have to do. All right, on this side, man, we got to conquer, this sinful flesh. All right, and it's a hard fight. All right, so the second Esdras chapter 14, verse 14. All right, said, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. So we got to put off the weak nature. We got to cast, let go of these mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man. All right, because they do weigh, your flesh, mortal thoughts, the stress and all this, we gotta put off the weak nature. As a man, we don't deal with our emotions, or we don't let our emotions get the best of us. So there's different ways we do that. All right, verse 15, it said, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. All right, so we gotta set aside the thoughts that are most heavy to us, whatever it is, whatever troubles you're going through. All right, you gotta put that aside, man, and focus on this truth. All right, we gotta haste, it said, and haste thee to flee from these times. All right, so we gotta haste because hey, we in the day of the end, the day of judgment. So we in some real serious times. All right. Verse 16 says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. All right, so it's greater evils. It's more hell that's coming around the horizon. So how can you strive to endure to make it out of the hell to come? If you sitting here stressed out, having mortal thoughts, all right, they can weigh you down in these last days. All right, they can cause you to doubt. All right, because you got to have faith, man. All right, we can't doubt. All right, that's all we got to let go of the mortal thoughts. All right, the doubts, we got to have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so let me get Galatians. All right, it's Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would do. All right, so the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, so they go against each other. They constantly, constantly fighting against your flesh, your spirit. All right, the spirit want to do videos, the spirit want to be right. All right, want to be to lead you in the righteous way. All right, but the flesh will intervene, or you might be too tired. All right, worn out, stressed out. All right, but you got to fight through it, man. All right, your spirit got to give intercession. All right, the spirit got to intervene and fight through it. All right, because the flesh want to give up, but we can't give up. All right. So it's different things that's at play, that comes between that. So this Ephesians chapter 6. All right, and I'm going to just get verse 12. It says, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So that's really what's going on behind the scenes, man. Demons or whatever, which we know is demons. All right, but people don't understand it to be that, what caused these things. All right, thoughts to enter your mind, you put off, I'll do the video the next day, or then you never get around to it. So it's different. It's powers at play. They intervene with that to try to affect your spirit. All right, because these devils putting up enchantments, but it's no enchantment against Jacob. So they do certain things to keep us low. That's why they got all these things set up to where we got to focus on work. All right. Got these different distractions. They got school as a distraction, got all these distractions, all these different forms of entertainment. All these things are set to be a snare and a trap to keep our mind, from the focus, of prophecy and the things of that nature. That's why we got to constantly be in tune daily, all right, and search out, what's going on through the articles and the different things, all right, because it's many ways to be distracted. That's what the devil want. He want to distract us from this. That's why it's always a celebrity, either getting exposed or exposing things, or certain things, worldly things that come out, which we can pull from it and equate it back to the scriptures. Or so that was should be our main focus, to filter everything that's going on in the world out through the scriptures. All right. So, we had battle with higher things. All right, but the lesser, which is still a high thing, the woman being a distraction. All right, but even that is spiritual. That's spiritual demon Satan using the woman to get at us. All right. If I can get Ecclesiastes 7. All right. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse I started verse 23, and it said, "All this I have proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me. That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out?" So wisdom, you gotta actually search out and find wisdom, man. All right, and it ain't an easy thing sometimes, man. You gotta actually go out and search and find wisdom. That's how you grow. You got to search and get it, man. It ain't going to just fall in your lap. All right, verse 25, "I applied my heart to know, my mind to know, and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness." All right, so you even got to search those things out. All right, we learn by the examples of the errors of our people. That's how we learn of the wickedness and folly, all right, and the foolishness and madness. All right, that's why, Solomon, said everything to be vain, because people, follow wickedness. He said that wickedness is folly. All right, so wickedness is a folly and the foolishness and madness. So that's, what it is, when our people in a wicked state, man. All right, where the scriptures say folly is set in great dignity. All right, so our people is, they're wise to do evil. Anything that's folly, vain, that amount to nothing, our people, the majority of our people is there eating it up, all right, soaking it up. All right, so verse 26, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. Their mind is snares and nets, and their hands is bands." So women, is our main fight in this side. Whenever you can conquer the mental battle of a woman, because they come with all kind of mental gymnastics, different ways to target you. All right, if you can beat that, overcome that, man, you can overcome almost anything, damn near anything. All right, that's Jake's number one weakness, man. All right, so her hands is bands. They want to entrap you, snare you. All right, they want you to mainly focus on them, which that's not what we was meant to be created to be. Just focus on a woman all day. Hey, a woman, you let a woman inside your mind basically have control over you, you'll bug the hell out. All right, cause they use small forms of enchantments by their words. That's why you consider the average woman nowadays to be like likened to a witch, because they real conniving with their words. Or they real deceiving, or they'll tell you, oh, they want this, they want that, but their actions don't show, don't match their words. All right. So that's a clear sign that the woman ain't right for you. And it says, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So when we come across women and they give us mental challenges, or basically spiritual challenges, all right, they don't want to go the right way. They might end up finding out what you're about. They might do good for a time, but then they try to make any excuse to cause a problem. But just look at it as that's your sign for that woman to get away from you, and they're going to try to come back. But don't let that woman come back, man. All right? Just give her that spiritual bill of divorce, man, and forsake that woman. All right? So if you please the Most High, he'll allow you to escape from her. All right, but the sinner, the wicked, shall be taken by her. All right. And, we don't want to be taken by these wicked women because they can ultimately destroy you in the end, especially if you're not strong enough, all right, for that fight. All right, that's why women is our number one battle, all right? And that's our closest, battle to us, spiritually and carnally, all right? Because, you might, ain't nothing wrong with lusting after a woman, but you don't want to be primarily focused on that lust. All right. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman. So you don't want to be super lustful over a beauty of a woman, because that's how you get deceived too. You be soft on a woman because you super enchanted, all right, by her beauty. All right. So you got to control that, all right, to help you rule your spirit. All right. So you got to rule your spirit, man. All right. And that's the ultimate answer for the spiritual, all right, battle within the battle with the spirit and the flesh. All right, the battle between the spirit and the flesh, you got to be able to rule your spirit and control it. Or you got to know when to satisfy the flesh, whether, cause we got to eat, we got to drink. All right, you might, want to get some box, but you got to have balance to that, man. Or you can't be over exhilarated by the flesh. You're gonna do things of the flesh, of course, or as long as you're not doing things in wickedness. Or you're gonna have downtime, you have times to lounge and to entertain yourself. All right, you might want to watch a movie, or the case may be, and nothing wrong with that, but that can't be your main focus 24/7. All right, so this first Esdras chapter 4, verse 26, and says, yeah, many there be that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. So that's what a lot of men of our nation here on this side, they became servants for their sake. Became servants for women. There are many that run out their wits. A lot of men putting women. They deleting women, so to say. It's not as prevalent as they try to make it to an extent. All right, it's not what they say every 5 seconds or whatever it is. It's over exaggerating. But yeah, men are running out of their wits for women. Become servants for their sake. Look at a lot of the marriages are between our people. Look at the old heads in their marriages. It's damn near depressing, man. I mean, the man, got to deal with the woman nagging and all these things. So I say it's better to dwell on a housetop with a dragon than with a brawling woman. However the script goes, Salakia, if I'm butchering it, it's better to dwell in the wilderness than a contentious woman. A woman's always nagging like that. That shit just, man, we seen it all through the shows. What you got, The Simpsons, your grandparents, man. I don't see how they deal with that, man. Hearing a woman nag 24/7 will bug you the hell out, man. All right. But yeah, so that's one of the main fights that we have. But we got to let go of the mortal thoughts. All right. That's why a lot of us don't have women. All right. Because that will take away from our focus from this truth. There's brothers that do have, but they're able to balance it. All right. But hey, not every brother is able to balance that. All right. Because it can be a burden unto you. That's why the Apostle Paul said he'll wish for you to not have one, because, it's some brothers that, they can't, have their hands in multiple pots. Basically, they can't, multitask on that level to have a woman and be in the truth. Some brothers can't balance that. All right. But hey, man, we're going to go through things in the flesh, mainly it's a mental fight, a fight within ourselves. All right. So we got to do our best to control that. Fasting and prayer, is a good thing to do. All right, so Lord willing, this video is edifying, and Lord willing, we continue to conquer the flesh, and rule our spirit. All right, so we can be saved in these last days and get a seat on the chariots. So with that being said, Shalom.